Hey fam, a couple of days I made a video about Psalms 1 verse 3 and we discussed what it really means when the Bible says that a righteous person will grow like a tree planted by streams. We discussed that. If you didn't watch the video, feel free to go check it out. But today I want to go back to Psalms 1 and talk to you about the first couple of verses that come directly before that, because I think there's also some important things that we can learn there as well. So I decided that it'd be cool just to jump right back into Psalms 1 just briefly, right after this. So Psalms 1 verse 1 and 2 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the way of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners. But his delight is in the Lord, and he meditates on his law both day and night." And I just wanted to point out something really fast that the psalmist is getting at here when he writes this. If you notice, there's a progression. It says, "Blessed is the man that does not walk in the counsel of sinners, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers." And there's a progression. It starts with walking, becomes to standing, and eventually sitting and making yourself comfortable and at home. I just wanted to point out that this is an illustration of how easy it is to fall into sin, because it's very seldom a jump that goes right in to sin. It's generally small, slow steps of compromise. Walking in the counsel of sinners, taking that first small step, just being around, temptation or just small steps into sin, which becomes standing, becoming more confident in sin, which becomes sitting, which is like you're super comfortable. It just takes over. Sin just takes over. And I think it's just important for us to remember that, because often we look at things that we would consider big sins, and we would think to ourselves, I'll never do that. But then we take small steps in that direction, and it leads us down that path. But verse 3 provides the antidote to that. It says, "Blessed is the man who does not do all those things, because instead his delight is in the Lord." And basically what the psalmist is trying to say is that if you keep your eyes fixed on God, if you keep focused on Him, and you meditate on His law of love, you meditate on that day and night, you will be safe from taking that slide into the despair that comes with being bound by the chains of sin. And so I just wanted to remind you today to just keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. He loves you, and His law is all about love. We'll talk about that in another video. Thanks for coming around. I love you all. Bless. Bye.